Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe for more videos. I'm showing you how to make the perfect Sri Lankan chicken curry. And this might be a bit of a spicy curry, but if you want to, you can reduce the spices when you're making it. So for this, you need about 1 kilo of chicken, maybe a little more. And for spices, you have two type of spices, which is the unroasted one, which we call the normal curry powder. And then we have the roasted curry powder. We have cracked pepper, chili powder, turmeric powder, ginger garlic paste. The quantities will be in the description box. You can follow that. And for this, for the tempering, you need 1 small tomato, 1 small onion, curry leaves, green chilies, mustard seeds, 1 teaspoon of ginger garlic, and fenugreek seeds, garlic, pandan leaves, and then here you have the lemongrass and cloves. You have the this is the cardamom and the cinnamon. So this is what you need for. Finally, this is the tamarind paste. So this how the tamarind, usually this is how the tamarind pack comes. So you take maybe 3 seeds of this and then make the paste, mixing with hot water. First, what you have to do is mix all these spices with the tamarind paste. And add a little bit of water if it's become lumpy. When you are mixing the paste, make sure that the paste goes into all the pieces, that the chicken absorbs all the flavors. As I have mentioned in my previous videos, some of the Sri Lankan spices you can buy it from the Indian Sri Lankan groceries, or else if you really want to try this dish, even you can use your own spices and see where it goes. Here you can see I add a little bit of water just to make sure I got all the flavors. But make sure that you don't add a lot of water, because when you're cooking the curry, you'll see the chicken itself releases water. Finally, add salt to your flavor and then leave it aside to rest for maybe 20 to half an hour. While it's getting marinated, you can start getting other ingredients prepared. Once the pan is heated, you can start by adding 2 to 3 tablespoons of olive oil. When the oil is heated, first you can start by adding the mustard seed, followed by the curry leaves and the pandan leaves, and followed by the onions, garlic, ginger garlic paste, and some of the spices as shown in this video. One of the tips for the beginners how to know whether the oil is heated properly is what you can do is either put a small piece of onion or a curry leaf into the pan and to see whether it gives you that sizzling noise. Another tip for beginners, when you start cooking, sometimes when you put the ginger garlic paste first into the oil, it can splashes onto your body. So I always try to mix onions first and then put the ginger garlic paste, then you are safe. I always try to give these small tips during my videos, because one of the biggest purpose for me to do these videos are my 2 daughters. When they grow up to be young women, they also can watch my videos and start cooking, because they always praise my cooking. Once the onion is cooked into golden brown, then you can slowly start adding the chicken pieces into the mix. After mixing it well, leave the chicken in the stove for at least 5 minutes with a closed lid. After 5 minutes, when you open the lid, you can see the chicken is little cooked and then it has releases water. At this point, you can start adding the green chilies, tomatoes, fenugreek seeds, the cardamoms, cloves, and the cinnamon stick. Once you add all that, then mix it well and leave it to cook for another 5 minutes. After second 5 minutes, you can see there is more water has contained in the chicken curry. At this point, you can decide how much gravy would you like to have in your chicken curry. Another tip when you are adding water, just mix the water in the bowl that you marinate the chicken and then add it to the chicken curry, just to make sure that you don't miss out on any spices. If you are going to enjoy your chicken curry with some sort of a bread, you may have to consider leaving much gravy in that. But if it is rice and curry, you may not need much gravy as. And finally, now it's the time for it to cook properly. At this point, you make sure that you reduce the flame on your cooktop and leave it in a low flame to at least cook for 30 to 20 minutes. Usually, any kind of chicken dish at least will cook for 30 to 40 minutes. While it's getting cooked, in between, from time to time, you can switch the sides of the chicken piece for it to get cooked properly. 2 tips that how you know the chicken curry is ready is one tip is like after 20 minutes you'll be able to see the color of the water will change from light brown to dark brown. Also, you'll be able to see the gravy contains some oil and it gets thicker. Leave it in the stove for another few minutes if you need less gravy, and here you can see how the oil has come out. That's when the chicken curry is ready. As many other Sri Lankan curry dishes, I usually leave it in the stove for another 20 to 25 minutes after switching off the stove for all the spices to absorb well. But there is no harm in tasting it as soon as we cook it too. And I believe cooking is about finding the balance of your flavors as you wish. Therefore, if you think that you can add more spices into this, you are more than welcome to do it. So I hope that this video is useful for you when you are making Sri Lankan curry, and then just give it a go and let me know how you went with it.